Now I'm coming to the second part, and this is a very good moment because it's already 50% of my time. Yeah, so in SAP Activate is definitely an agile methodology. Agile means following the Agile manifesto values, and the second one is our values and principles, of course. Thank you very much. Definitely SAP Activate is agile, and more is using Scrum as an engine inside. But of course, that are tools. That are only tools and methods, and it is up to us how we turn this into the right things. So this is again about the right things and how to do the right things in the right way. If we come without any leadership, without this vision to customer and ask this typical construct coming from Agile to describe the needs of our customers in the form of user stories. If we start with asking them to put us the requirements this way, that as for example this from Dominic presentation, I am as employee of the logistic department need this feature, so then I can do this. So definitely if we come just straightforward with this, then they tell us what? That they need us to again recreate the legacy, because they know this very well. It is working, and I'm not going to blame them for this, because this is natural. They are doing this as an act of goodwill. They know this, and that's why they're describing this as the kind of the demand. We need to show them the vision, mentor them, and also show them that we need to start the different way. So this is the very well-known quote from Henry Ford, saying that if he just had asked people what they wanted, so they would have said that they just wanted faster horses. Yeah, because they know this, but they want to do the things faster, not a car, because they don't know cars. They didn't know cars at this stage more than 100 years ago. And we are in the same position, that are we who should tell our customers what are the cars about, what is this new business architecture. And this is about, of course, I made this slide in very last moment, that should be fixed price, of course. Because I'm right now coming to this, how Activate can help us do the right things right way, and especially it is very good for fixed price projects. So Agile projects are in their very nature fixed price, fixed time projects, because the definition I use here, this is to show you that this is not my invention, my idea. I use a very, very nice article from a PMI organization publication, with this the definition showing that Scrum, like all the Agile methods, they define fixed time and fixed cost, and leave the scope requirements. Here they call these requirements in a lean way at the beginning. So they are not going to define the scope at the very beginning to the very big detail. And we all know that this is a very big mistake to try with a customer who is not aware about the newest technology, to put the specification in very great detail at the very beginning, because they will change their mind, definitely, and then we are in troubles. But if we go with Agile, and hopefully this is also along with Agile type of contract, but even if not, even if the scope is defined in very, very, very tight way, we can change this in that way that we come with the methodology. And methodology gives us arguments that we can use in dealing with them. So right now very briefly about the SAP Activate. So first thing, Activate gives us that everything what we know SAP for all the years. The prescription that was also in ASAP, and that was also in the previous methodology called procedural model, if I'm not wrong right now. And this is based, of course, on the IMG, on this Pro transaction. This remains basically also in S4HANA. And yeah, there are very good defined things when we should do what. And here with this red is marked this area we are talking today about. So this area which is especially Scrum and Agile helpful in this. Then yeah, the next feature, very nice thing coming from Agile, these validation workshops, but used in a very specific way, because the key to our success, and that's what already on the previous slide, and I missed this to name, is that we should start with the model company or best practices. I know this is not easy. You don't need to tell me about this, because I know. But if we start the traditional way with this as-is evaluation, then we are in big troubles. There is no chance that we make this project fast, and it will cost a lot of effort and bring us the very miserable solution with a lot of customization and such a things like this. So we need to make the first step very right way, to bring the good things, the right things, which is the model company and best practices, and then using this tool set, like this validation workshop. So coming from this, here we start with these best practices, presenting it to our customers, going deeper and deeper. Then we create the backlog, and then we refine this backlog by the gap we discover. Easier said than done, of course. I'm with you, so that's clear. But we need to do this way. Only doing this way, we can achieve such a things like SAP is promoting the short time of implementation and very good result. And for about 10 years by SAP, before I started my career as a contractor, I was responsible for the local Polish version, talking a lot of times with finance directors, with very senior profile managers, arguing about why they should take the standard from SAP instead to recreate the legacy. Of course, the beginning was always that they complain was this way we are doing is compliant with the local requirements, whatever. A lot of arguments, and dealing with this, at the end we come to this conclusion: that way we are going this is also compliant, and second is effective, because we are coming with something which is optimal in the ERP technology. Come back to this picture with the car and the horse. You cannot deal with the car like it was with the horse. If you try to do this, of course you may succeed, but it will cost a lot of additional effort, and some people will maybe have a lot of love about this. Yeah. Only 5 minutes remaining. So,
one question?
but very short one, but because
Very
only
short.
5.
You as a change manager and person responsible for managing the project, when you come to a new customer and you meet with the process owner, he's the old type guy, he's used to work with the horses. What is your advice? Should we make a pressure to exchange this person?
No. That is definitely, and I will come to this one.
Okay.
Agile is also accepting people as they are. So this is also a result from the discussion I had yesterday in the evening, that I'm not in a position as a project manager to exchange people in the easy way. And I'm not going to do this. I need to find a way to work with them, because and this is not any I would say this, usually there are much more problems with young people than with so I would not classify people by the age. So really, people are different, but very often, and I found it on my projects, somebody who is in very big opposition at the beginning, if you find a way, might be your best supporter. So the worst people are worse. There are no bad people, but the worst situation is with passive people. Then to move them to do something is much harder than to turn the vector of the person who is already moving but in wrong direction. Because we have a lot of very good stuff, a lot of good arguments to turn their mindset. And Agile will help us with this. And also this nice feature, very nice feature, this story mapping. With this, also during the course of the project, there is a known dynamic. They change their mind, they change priorities, they need to add the features. So then we do this. This is a part of this mechanism. Then pushing the items in natural way, which becoming less important down, and at some point it will be the cutting point, connected with the fixed price. So we know at the beginning how many sprints we can do. So definitely we cannot do everything, but if we find a very good communication way with our customer, and I'm sure we can, because I know it from experience, then we have this mechanism as our alliance, as our supporter in this process. And very fast, Scrum. Just one argument. There are a lot of very nice features in Scrum. They can help us. And also from the chat yesterday, Scrum, for example, can give us the protection for the team. So the usual problem on the project is that the people that are supposed to do something in the team, they are forced to do many other activities. But if we sell this project as Scrum project, so one of the definition of the Scrum is that if we start the sprint, then nobody can attempt to the people in the team. Of course, I know sometimes there are people from abroad, only part-time, but we can manage this. Even if part-time, we can define what is the part they are working for you. And in this time, they are not allowed to do anything else, and nobody from external world can attempt to these people. So Scrum is also giving us the protection.
It doesn't work in real life.
Yeah, these are tools. Work. I'm talking here about tools.
I know, but tools, we need to validate the tool with the reality. And in reality, have you ever seen a customer which actually gives you 100% of the time or 50% of the time of this person and has nothing coming from
I want right now, because my time is coming to the end. I need to dash right now. I tell you only one word. And which methodology gives you this? This is up to you. No. But Scrum gives you this tool. If the agreement in the project is that we are following the Scrum rules, so then you can use this and escalate. That the rules are broken right now. Yeah. Without this, without Scrum, you have no defense. Then can do whatever they want.
I can explain you. I have experience in Scrum, in different projects. And could you come back to the slide? Daily stand-up is very, very important.
Yes,
with
it
this.
motivates the people, I know.
It's not even motivation people, but people give some, they say, I will do something, yes? And then, before the team, they have to do it, yes?
Yes, exactly. Scrum gives the framework and also helps people to organize their work, because many people, I'm not belonging to this group. As a project manager, I am ready that someone can call me and press me to do something. But many people, especially consultants, business analysts, they like, if they have the work, they can focus on this. So then having the daily stand-up, thank you very much, we can align with them. We still keeping the pace of the project. There are no obstacles, as the Scrum Master is responsible to remove these. And after this daily stand-up, they can go to the work. That is done. No other calls. Of course, we have different phases, and some phases, if we are not coding and delivering just system, because we can use Scrum also in the phase of preparation of that everything. So then, of course, the calls, the meetings are immanent part of this work. But these are already set and working. No way to make to disturb the people executing this. So Scrum, from this side, I'm only like to show you that it may be very big support for you to organize this, but it's still we who need to execute this, because technology is something predictable. People are causing problems on the project, so we need to deal with people, protect our team or teams, and deal with stakeholders also to face them and tell them, we are right now during the stream, you know, according to our agreement, you cannot interrupt my people right now. Otherwise, you are going to break the rules, and I have my escalation path that yeah, we are in danger. So then I present on the product review. I show less points realized, and I show the danger, a risk. Yeah. I report to project manager and program manager that we are going in the yellow area, amber area, and then maybe in red. So these are the tools. But before that, using, for example, ASAP without Scrum, so you were left on